Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the BYC Gaming Channel. Today, we've got the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the New York Mets. This is Game 2 of the London series from Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park, home of West Ham United. Across the pond, it is Major League Baseball from London, England. Let's get it popping, baby. Once again, y'all, I go by the name of Beisbol. I want to welcome y'all back to episode 39 of the New York Mets franchise series. It's your first time tuning in. You like what you see and what you hear, leave a like, leave a subscribe. And let's get this thing popping. Cristobal Sanchez, the starter for the Philadelphia Phillies today. This should definitely be a good one. First pitch on the way. It's on the outside part of the plate, and this game is underway. So the Mets have been playing good baseball. Had some good series here in the month of June already. Had a rough series against the Nationals, but now up 1-0 on Philly here in this 2-game set here in London. As Sanchez is in a 1-1 count to Brandon Nimmo. Slaps this one to center. Not sure if it's going to drop. It actually will. Right in front of the center fielder for the first hit of the game. And the Mets are on the board. So nice little leadoff hit right there as that one hangs over the plate. Brandon Nimmo puts it into the outfield for a base hit. Stepping in now is Tyrone Taylor, 289 batting average on the season. Had a really long hit streak. 5 home runs, 17 RBIs. Almost exclusively moving his way into the second spot in the lineup. Usually that's Jeff McNeil's spot, but against left-handers, Taylor has been doing a good job in the 2 spot. Swinging and miss right there. And I said I was going to do this, and I totally forgot. I was supposed to shout out the guy who made this stadium, stadium creator. But if y'all leave it in the comments, y'all want to know who made it, I'll look it up and have that information for you. 1-2 count to Tyrone Taylor. The pitch. That one's pretty much right across the middle. It's a sinker, and it's a base hit. Thought about going to third. Decided not to test the arm of the right fielder. And the Mets have their first 2 hitters up and on base. It's back-to-back singles for the Mets. And now a guy who's been swinging a hot bat recently, Francisco Lindor. Is this going to stay fair? What? That was foul? Lindor hits that one a long ways. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I got to see that again. All right, so this was, I don't even know what kind of pitch that was from Sanchez. I'm almost in real disbelief that that ended up going foul. That is crazy. Look how close that is. Come on, bruh. Oh, my goodness. How much closer can you get than that? I want to see exactly. It said like 0.8 feet away from the foul ball. Trying to see how close it came exactly. Oh my goodness. Oh, you talk about just missing the foul ball, bro. Wow. Foul ball as Lindor down 0-1 in the count after that long first strike. And a swing and a miss on the changeup. As you see the numbers for the last 9 games for Lindor. 4 home runs and 9 RBIs. Sinker, circle change, and slider are the pitches for Sanchez. Oh, almost chase. Says we didn't go. So that one right there will be ball 1. 2 men on, nobody out for Lindor. Count even at 2. The stadium reminds me of a lot of old stadiums back in the day in the 90s and the 80s around MLB. Lindor's going to foul off the changeup. Even count now moves full after the changeup misses on the outside part of the plate. Pete Alonso on deck with his 22 home runs. Full count payoff pitch on the way to Lindor. Runners go. They call strike 3. I mean, are they calling strike 3 because I swung? Because I don't even, first of all, I don't feel like I swung on that one. I thought Lindor held up. Are they going to give me a replay? Like, what's up? I guess not. Yeah, that's BS, bro. And that happens to me a lot when I'm in a situation like that on 3-2. I didn't even realize Lindor hit that far back in the batter's box. I'm really upset about that one, yo. Okay, you know what? I take it back. I went. That hurts for Lindor. All right, so Nimmo gets thrown out at third. We have a lot of strike him out, throw him outs against us this season. As Alonso fouls off the sinker. Sanchez with a good chance to get out this jam. Started off with 2 runners on with nobody out. Then the strike him out, throw him out now has Taylor at second. Alonso up with 2 outs. 0-2 count now. And I'm be real, and that at bat, Alonso, you know, I'm trying to be aggressive and pick up that run, bring Taylor home. But the aggressiveness works against us there. Sanchez works his way out of a jam. Phillies due up in the bottom of the first. Here's one of the Mets aces on the bump today, Kodai Senga. 13 starts, 3-4 record, 3.05 ERA, a whip under 1, 90 strikeouts, and you just see a 3.1% walk rate. This has been a good season for Senga as Whit Merrifield steps into the batter's box. He is top 5 in the National League in stolen bases. Right there, he looks at the forkball for a strike. Mets looking for their 40th win on the season. This is episode 39. Right now, we are currently sitting at 39 wins. Is that one fouled off by Merrifield?
That's a ball.
This one slapped down the line. Foul. Swing and a miss. Merrifield set down. Good way to start the game here for Senga as Johan Rojas steps in. 3rd in the National League in center field votes for the All-Star game. Phillies with a very stacked lineup from top to bottom. Mets are going to come away with a series win here on the road in London. Senga's going to even this count at 2 as Taylor gives chase to the foul ball, but it's going to go into the seats. Count even at 2. The pitch from Senga. Woo! What a slider. Outside, bottom part of the zone. Caught looking. Second strikeout of the game for Senga. And there's now 2 outs. Rojas doesn't like that call. Definitely was borderline. Either way, Trey Turner steps in now. Batting .314 on the season. Pops 1 fouls. I don't know. Get into the seats as well. 8th in the National League with that .314 batting average. OPS at .972. 11 home runs and 37 RBIs from Turner. Of course, Turner had one of the biggest home runs we've had hit against us, as we were leading in the game late in the innings at Citi Field, and Trey Turner put that game out of reach with a 3-run shot. Right now, Kodai Senga has a chance to strike out the side. He's got an 0-2 count against Turner. And Turner sat down on strike, so a dominant start to the game for Senga. Mets leave runners on and are unable to score in the first. But they set down the Phillies in order, all three going down on strikes.
Leading off for the Mets, the catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
Here comes Francisco Alvarez. Now, I just from checking my swing on that one, probably would have been a strike anyway. But I can tell I'm going to have to be very careful with that pitch right there, the sinker and the changeup, because I do tend to be fooled by those pitches that have a lot of break. It'll start in the zone and it'll end up almost close to the dirt. So we got to be aware of that, as he has 2 pitches with a lot of break in his pitch type, and there's a slider that drops out of the zone. So another thing we're going to have to do clearly is make Sanchez throw a lot of pitches. His 21st to be on the way here in a 1-2 count to Francisco Alvarez. And there's a sinker that time, swung on and missed. So despite a rough start from Sanchez in the first, he has been pretty good in this game. 3rd strikeout of the game now. And now Jeff McNeil going to step in. Takes a ball down low. McNeil trying to get back in his groove at the plate. Batting average has dropped down to 245, and that ground ball to first will not help at all. 2 outs now.
The designated hitter, Starling Marte.
Here comes Starling Marte. 11 stolen bases on the season. It has been a good season for Marte.
1-0.
Circle change misses way on the outside part of the plate. We got a 1-0 count. Marte with 55 hits on this season. Among the bets on this Mets ball club. And that one's going to stay fair. Can we leg it out for a double is probably the better question. Inaccurate throw to second baseman Bryson Stott is going to allow for Marte to slide in with his 9th double of the season. And the Mets put a runner in scoring position here with 2 outs in the top of the 2nd. Slow roller down the line. And now Bader steps in with a chance to give the Mets an early lead. There's that changeup again, missing outside. So it seems like Sanchez likes to throw that changeup early in the at-bat. So definitely make a mental note of that. Marte taking the lead off of second. And there's another ball. I'm going to be honest, I would love to steal right here, but just not very confident right now. Let's focus on driving this run in. Harrison Bader in a 3-1 count. Ronnie Mauricio on deck. He's hitting 394 with runners in scoring position. Insane number right there from the rookie. And a pitch we probably should have taken right there is going to lead to a pop up the right. Catch made by the right fielder, and the Mets are retired. So Castellanos makes the catch right there. He'll bat second in this inning. It's being led off by Schwarber. And Realmuto will bat third.
Leading up for the Phillies, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
All right, so Senga starts off the 2nd inning with a fastball inside for a strike. Kyle Schwarber, the hitter, 215 batting average on the season. Looks like we got some Philly fans in the house as they try to rile up the Phillies. 1-2 count to Schwarber, hit the third. And I just realized a mistake I made. Thankfully, Ronnie Mauricio makes that play. I did not realize that I did not change Ronnie Mauricio to second base. He is not a third baseman. Good play there by Mauricio. First out. So now McNeil moves over to third and makes another play for the Mets. 2 gone as Castellanos retired on the grounder.
Count 1-0. Nope, upstairs.
Real Muto starts off in a 2 balls, no strike count. Now goes to 3-0. First time Senga has fallen this far behind in that bat. Gets a strike call right there. 3-1. Oh, so that 3-1 count gonna come back to bite Senga as JT Real Muto, who has been a thorn in our side this season, hits his 8th home run, and the Mets find themselves down early, 1-0. .414 feet is the distance on our home run, as I almost wish I would have walked Real Muto right there. Kind of upset I gave that home run up.
That's a ball.
Now we find ourselves down in the count again. 2-0 count. This one shot to left. Brandon Nimmo right there. Doesn't have to move too much. And the Mets retire to side. But not before Real Muto gives the Phillies the lead. 1-0.
Leading off for the Mets, the second baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
Hey! 0-1.
Ronnie Mauricio starts things off, taking a strike. Look at the bottom of the screen. Shohei Ohtani, that is nuts, against the Yankees, had 7 RBIs. That is wild. We could use an RBI in this inning as the Mets find themselves down. Ronnie Mauricio pops this one to shallow right, but the second baseman right there, right above the infield dirt, makes a nice catch, and there's 1 out. All right, instead Brandon Nimmo, singled in his first at-bat. That is a terrible bunt from Nimmo. Pops that one up, and the third baseman easily makes that out. 2 gone here in the second. Excuse me, the third. Third man up this inning is Tyrone Taylor. So if I'm not mistaken, only about 4 pitches in that inning for Sanchez, and he sets the Mets down very easily. Due up for the Phillies is Alec Bohm, Stott, and Whit Merrifield. It's the bottom of the third.
Leading up for the Phillies, the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
1-0. One ball, 2 strikes.
All right, so it's a 1-2 count to Alec Bohm. He hits that one in the left field for a base hit. Starting the inning off right for Philadelphia. Let's take another look at it. Bohm, a very good hitter. I've got him on my fantasy team. Shout out to the Quarantine League. What, like 5-6 years running. One of my favorite fantasy leagues that I'm a part of. Shout out to VFL. Shout out to oh, what's the name of that league? Oh my goodness. Shout out to Cervantes League. I can't even think of the name of it on the top of the head. Shout out to Willie Hustle on the basketball side. I got a fancy basketball league returning for the 3rd year. This year I just started one a couple years ago. All those leagues I mentioned are for cash. Love me some fancy sports. All right, Whit Merrifield now stepping in. 81 hits on the season. Second best on the Phillies. You can increase that number as he gets a base hit now to left field. 2 runners on here for Philadelphia. That's the thing about being a pitcher that throws a lot of strikes. Yeah, I might get some good at-bats in my favor. You know, I might get some strikeouts, but, you know, second time around the lineup, guys start hitting a little more aggressively. Rojas in the 0-2 count. That one goes in the dirt. Both runners will stay put. Nice pitch from Senga. Rojas swings and misses. His second K of the game. 4 strikeout for Senga. And now here comes Trey Turner stepping into the box. Kyle Schwarber is on deck. I was thinking, is it a smart idea to walk Turner, but let's go ahead and face him. You see the numbers for Turner for his career. 10 seasons for the All-Star shortstop. He slaps this one to deep left field. Nimmo gives chase. Unable to make the catch. Runner going to try for home. Lindor's going to be a little slow with the throw home, and the Phillies find themselves now up 3-0 as a 2-run double from Trey Turner nearly left the park. And again, it's like the second time I said this. I wish I just would have walked him. Trey Turner with a big hit there, and now Kyle Schwarber stepping in with Turner on second and a lot of speed. The reason this series right here is so important, Mets and Phillies deadlocked at the top of the NL East division. If I'm not mistaken, I'm a game and a half ahead of Philly, so I don't think we'll potentially lose our spot in the division if we lose this game, but we definitely don't want to lose many, if any, games to Philly for the rest of the way. 1-2 count. And there you see it. I wish I would have walked them. Schwarber grounds out, and that is the end of the inning for the Phillies, but not before they put 2 more runs on the board on a 2-run double from Trey Turner. It's 3-0 live from London.
Ball, that's off the plate.
That one hits the outside part of the plate. And Lindor. All right, Lindor gets us started off right. Hits one into the opposite field gap. It's going to bounce off the wall. Rojas does a good job playing it off the wall, and Lindor's going to have to be content with a double. Mets start the inning off right. 12th double of the season for Lindor. And let's get another look at it. Just what the doctor ordered right there. And now Pete Alonso follows up with a smash single right up the middle, and the Mets are now on the board. Lead now cut to 2 as Pete Alonso with an RBI single right up the gut. And the Mets are back in this ball game. All right, there you see a ball. Francisco Alvarez. You got Pete Alonso on first base with no outs. Ooh, Good pitch to hit right there. Seems like he just got under it. And Rojas will make the catch. Alonso will retreat back to first. And there's one out.
The third baseman, number 1, Jeff McNeil.
Here comes Jeff McNeil stepping in. He's 0 for 1 on today's game. McNeil, a 2-time All-Star. Swings and misses through that sinker on the inside part of the plate. Nah, I mean, oh, come on, drop. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness, that was so close, bro. Yo, what's the deal, player? Shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in. You know the vibes. Everything good with me. How you, man? I can't complain because Jeff McNeil came through with a good hit right there. You said, do we stream other games? Yes, we do. We got everything from Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead, some of the current to old Call of Duties. We do Madden. We got X Defiant, NCAA college football gonna be popping up on the channel in a few weeks. We got Multiverse. We play a lot of games. There's some games I'm not into, but more games than not, we rock out with here in BYC Gaming. There's a lot more I haven't listed that we're going to go back to. Shout out to LA Noir, too, so I'm going to get back into that. Episode 2 on the way soon. Oh, my God. Come on, bro. So Marte and the Mets blow another opportunity to have a really big inning. Thankfully, though, Pete Alonso able to hit one up the middle and get things going for the Mets. It's a 3-1 ball game in the bottom of the 4th. As we all say at this time, this is not John Shambi. This is not Chris Singleton. This is B-I-Z in the place to be, representing for BYC Gaming. This is the London series between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. If you're just tapping in, salute to you. Stan, what you saying that? Shoot me a DM on Instagram, on Twitter, at BYC Gaming Online on Twitter, or at BYC_Gaming on Instagram. We can chop it up on there. First hitter of the inning, Castellanos pops up the center, and that's the the first out of the inning. Here comes JT Realmuto. He steps into the box now. He hit a home run in his first AB. Got things going for the Phillies. They have added on to that lead since, but now Realmuto finds himself in an 0-2 count. 3 pitches is all it took to set down JT, and that is the second out. 5th strikeout for Senga. Derek Hall now stepping in. He swings and misses at a fastball. 96 on the gun. Another swing and a miss, that time on the slider. Okay, that's a bet. I'm gonna check you out in a few minutes. Probably best to check you out as soon as I finish the stream. That's a bet. All right, 1-2 count. And Senga with a very, very good 4th inning. Sets down the Phillies 1-2-3 and gets 2 Ks while doing it. Top of the 5th coming up for the Mets. It's still a 3-1 game. All right, here comes Harrison Bader. Takes a sinker on the inside part of the strike zone for strike 1. Charlie Blackmon has a 17-game hit streak for the Colorado Rockies. I wonder if that's led to any wins for them. Harrison Bader starts this inning off, grounding it to short. First out here for the Mets in the bottom of the 5th. Excuse me, the top of the 5th. Mauricio started off with a sinker that went right in the middle of the strike zone, strike 1. Sanchez comes back with a slider. That one is 81 miles per hour. This guy doesn't have the craziest velocity, but he has been effective in this game. Although the Mets have more hits, in Philadelphia, they find themselves trailing right now with 4 runners left on base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mauricio going to slap this one the other way, and that could be extra bases. Way to play it off the fence by Castellanos. He'll hit the cutoff, man, and it's a stand-up double with 1 out here for Ronnie Mauricio, his 8th double on the season. Hopefully he can break out of this little slump he's had. Hasn't really been the type of slump that some other hitters have had on the team. Either way, the Mets with a runner in scoring position here with 1 out. And Brandon Nimmo coming to the plate. Nimmo puts a really good swing on this baseball. Hits it to deep center. Rojas makes the catch, but Mauricio will tag and make his way to third base. Tyrone Taylor singled in his first at-bat in the first inning. Now stepping in here with Ronnie Mauricio on third and a chance to make this a 1-run game. Taylor represents the tying run at the plate. Here's the pitch. Nice changeup on the outside part of the zone in there for a strike. Sinker misses low right there. 1-1 count. There's that nasty sinker. Taylor able to foul it off. Let's be conscious of that changeup in this at bat. 1-2 count. Oh my goodness! Almost gave chase to that slider. It's on the inside part of the zone for a ball. And there's the changeup. It looked like it was going to be a strike, so I had to take a swing at it. Sanchez completes another great inning of work here. The Mets strand another runner in scoring position. Your score is now 3-1, still in the 5th.
Leading up for the Phillies, the third baseman, Alex Bowe.
Alec Boehm now your hitter. Didn't realize he was batting .309 on the season. That's 9th best in the National League. And it's crazy. This Phillies lineup is so stacked. Even today, with no Bryce Harper in the lineup, I think he's injured. But even with no Bryce Harper in the lineup, Alec Boehm batting in the 8th spot with the 9th best batting average in the National League. It's crazy. Somehow that 91 mile per hour cutter is called for a ball. And that's going to lead to a 4-pitch walk against Alec Boehm right there. Bryson Stott now stepping up. Runner goes. Interesting call right there by the Phillies bench, because I was definitely going to throw over the first. Wasn't expecting him to run, so I didn't. Bryson Stott now finds himself in a 1-1 count. Stott fouls that one off. 1-2 count is got a deep fly ball to right field. Oh, what a catch from Tyrone Taylor. Crashes into the fence, but still makes the catch. I know I got to see that replay. That was a nice catch from Taylor. Let's see it again. Let's go ahead and focus on right field. All right, back to work we go. Whit Merrifield, 1 for 2 on the day. Hits one foul near the Phillies bullpen, 0-1 count.
That's a ball. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Whew, good fastball, thrown right past Merrifield. 96 miles per hour on the gun. 2 strikes now against Merrifield. You can match that with 2 balls, 2-2 count. Rojas now got a full count. Excuse me, Merrifield has a full count. Rojas is going to make his way to the plate now as Merrifield pops up in foul territory. Pete Alonso makes the catch, and there's now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Center fielder Rojas stepping in with that 303 average. He's 0 for 2 on the day with 2 Ks. Let's see if Senga can make it 3. Rojas was 0 for 5 in the extra inning ball game against the Mets in the last one.
That's ball 2. That's ball 3.
Wow, I don't know why the umpire is not showing Senga love on some of these pitches. Thankfully, Senga works his way back into the count. Count now full. Rojas stays alive, hit one down the line and into the seats. This one hit to first base. Alonso knocks it down, flips it to Senga. Good play by the Mets right there. And that'll be the 3rd out in the 5th inning. Lindor, Alonso, and Alvarez all due up for the Mets in the top of the 6th. In steps Francisco Lindor. He's had some troubles with check swings. There's another one right there. 389 on base percentage, 9th best in the National League. Right now finds himself down 0-2 here in this count. Sanchez now up to 60 pitches after he throws this one on the 2-strike count. Oh, again, it's that pitch, bro. I just cannot lay off of that changeup today from Sanchez. Another hitter sat down on strikes here. This time it's Lindor. Here comes Pete Alonso now. Had an RBI single last time he came to the plate. This time he slaps one down the right field line, but it's going to be foul. Phillies fans breathing a sigh of relief as that one was fouled off. Now the sinker swung on and missed despite the good swing timing. Alonso fouls that off and prevents Sanchez from potentially getting an immaculate inning. This count still 0-2. Oh my goodness. This guy Sanchez is dealing today. 6th strikeout of the game. Another Met sat down on strikes, and that'll bring up Alvarez, who has struck out in this game already. That was the pitch I was looking for. I took a power swing. I was late on it.
Oh, that's out.
Here's a sinker in the bottom of the zone for strike 2. Circle change misses away. I'll be so glad when Sanchez out of this game. It's not that we can't get hits on him again. We have 7 hits to the Phillies 4. But he is like, he locks in when it's time to get big outs. I guess you could call this a big out opportunity right here. 2 gone in the top of the 6th, full count. Jeff McNeil is on deck. And Alvarez does a good job working that count back. That's the first walk of the game for the Mets. Y'all know I'm a specialist when it comes to drawing walks, but today a lot of swing and misses, a lot of strikeouts, but right there, our first walk drawn in this ball game. Jeff McNeil gets started off with a 90-mile-per-hour sinker in there for a strike. And now McNeil going to hit this one to right field for a base hit. We now got 2 men on here. Time run at first. Alvarez at second. And coming up to the plate is Starlin Marte, who already hit a double down the third baseline in his first at-bat against Sanchez. Let's see what he does right here. That changeup looks so good, but it swung on and missed. Big opportunity for the Mets here in the 6th inning. And that one's going to be hit the opposite way. Base hit is going to be a play at the plate, but an inaccurate throw from Nick Castellanos in right is going to lead to an RBI single for Starlin Marte. Very aggressive early in the AB, takes it the other way, and the Mets find themselves down a run here in this ball game. Here comes Harrison Bader. I say it every time in situations like this. Bader is one of our best hitters against lefties. Takes the ball down low. He's hitting .237 on the season, 3 home runs, but he does have 19 RBIs. Not necessarily an everyday player for us. He swaps time with DJ Stewart, who's on the bench today. Bader takes a sinker. That's probably going to be one of the best pitches we see this at bat. 2 on with 2 out. And Bader just barely makes contact with that changeup, able to foul it over the Mets bullpen for strike 2. Bader will step out the box, try to think about this for a second. So I stand corrected. We don't have a 1.5 game lead over the Phillies. We actually have a half game lead over the Phillies. So if the Phillies win this game, they will be back in first place. 2-2 count to Bader. That right there is a wicked, you hear me? A wicked slider. Oh my goodness. What a pitch. Absolutely churns Bader inside out, and the Mets leave running stranded again. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th.
Leading up for the Phillies, the shortstop, Turner.
All right, so there y'all see I'm getting Brooks Raley as well as Austin Adams ready in the bullpen. First batter we'll face here in the bottom of the 6th is Trey Turner. Once again, this is BYC Gaming. Whether you're watching live or on the playback, we appreciate you. Senga throws the ball right there. Good pitch right there from Senga. Now got a 2-2 count. Fork ball. Misses, full count. Turner going to be a little too hesitant right there. You're going to stare at strike 3. 7th K of the game for Senga. All right, Carl Schwarber. Now the batter. All right, my mistake. Says shoot out a quick text. And quickly it's 0-2. Senga working efficiently in this inning. This is with the forkball right there. Count 1-2. This one shot to second base. Ronnie Mauricio gloves it, throws it to first, and that is the second out here in the 6th inning. That one fouled off, 0-2. All right, so a good inning for Senga. Lindor takes that, throws it to first. 1-2-3 inning for the Mets. Ronnie Mauricio, Brandon Nimmo, and Tyrone Taylor due up in the 7th. We live from London, you heard. So the moment I've been waiting for 6 full innings, that is the end of the game for Cristobal Sanchez. Very good start for the Phillies starter. Gregory Soto now coming into the game. First man he'll face is Ronnie Mauricio, who will bat from the right-hand side, as Soto is also a lefty. Soto's pitches are sinker, slider, fastball, and circle change. Mauricio doubled in the 5th inning. Back up to bat here in the 7th. Look at that gas from Soto, 99. Going right past Mauricio for a strike. That changeup is a bit high, but it's called strike 2. Comes back with the heat, throws it up and away. I think this one's going to be a breaking ball down low. And I stand corrected. Strike 3, Ronnie Mauricio sat down on strikes. First K, out the pen for Soto. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I was expecting an all-speed pitch. Throws the gas, and there's nothing I could do with that one. Strike 3 on Ronnie Mauricio. A 1 count to Nimmo here. That slider's got some good movement on it, but it misses way outside, even in the count at 1. Another pitch misses there. That should have been ball 3, but the sinker starts off in the strike zone, ends up out of the zone. Count even at 2, and it now moves full as the slider misses down low. Tyrone Taylor is on deck. Mets down by 1. Full count with 1 out in the 7th. Oh! I tried to swing, but it's a check swing, and then strike 3. Soto out of the pen doing a good job striking out the first 2 batters he faces. Now Tyrone Taylor stepping in with a single and a K to his credit. Oh. Another slider upstairs. That one called for a strike. Count now 2-1. Soto with some really good energy out of the pen. Tyrone Taylor trying to throw it off here. Fastball misses way upstairs. Francisco Lindor, who has hit very well against lefties this season, has a double and a run scored tonight. He's on deck. 3-1 count to Tyrone Taylor. Taylor takes the sinker at 95 miles per hour for strike 2. Another full count. Oh my goodness. It like literally, when I recognized it out of the hand, that ball was already past me. It's the 7th inning stretch and the Phillies lefties are on fire. 1-1 game. All right, here comes Austin Adams out of the pen. Solid game for Senga, but he is responsible for the L right now. Austin Adams, 5-2 record on the season. And he'll start things off here against JT Realmuto, who homered in his first at-bat in the second. Right there, he's going to stare at a high fastball for strike one. 23 ribbies on the season for Realmuto. Austin Adams been one of our best relievers this season, no question about it. Could potentially be making his way to an all-star game this season. As this one's popped up, Francisco Alvarez going to get under it and retire the first out here in the seventh. So here in London, the Mets with a 1-0 record. They had to come back to get their first win here in London, and we'll see if the Mets can have enough wherewithal to come through with another rally here late in this game. We're in the bottom of the seventh. There's one out, and it's now an 0-2 count to Derek Hall. That one thrown high for ball one. That one fouled off. Count is now 2-2. Oh my goodness. Let's step off the mound because I was gonna try to throw another slider, but I can't walk Hall right here. Full count. We still walk him. Hall making his way to first, second walk of the game for the Mets. Here comes Alec Bohm, very dangerous hitter, especially with runners on. He takes strike one. Bohm has walked in this game as well as had a single. Right now he's down 0-2. And the strikeout. Good pitch from Adams is now 2 gone here in the inning. Bryson Stott now stepping in. Slots one down the line. That one to be foul. There's a strike. And a good pitch from Adams. So Adams gives up a base runner, but gives up no runs. He was pretty solid in that seventh. We're now heading to the 8th inning. Mets still holding the Phillies to 4 hits, but still trailed by 1 run. Coming into the game now is Sir Anthony Dominguez. The first batter he's going to face is Lindor, who will now move over to the left side of the batter's box after taking 3 at-bats from the right side today. Lindor fouls that one off. You see his numbers versus Dominguez, totaling a .300 batting average. Good pitch on the fastball on the outside as we look at some of the arms going for the Phillies in the bullpen as we get closer to the 9th. Big inning here for the Mets with Alonso, Lindor, and Alvarez due up.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fastball inside, ball 1. I thought that one was going to go on the inside part of the plate. It stays in the strike zone, and that's strike 3 against Lindor. All right, so that's a tough one right there. Lindor sat down on strikes. Now, Pete Alonso, the hitter, I thought I was going to send that one a mile, bro. Good swing timing. I felt like I was on that one. We roll over it. And that was strike one. Now the count even after a 97-mile-per-hour fastball misses. The Yankees now move into a first-place tie with the Orioles in the AL East. Pete Alonso slaps this one to center. Rojas gives chase. And that's the second out here in the top of the eighth.
Now that's catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
Frankie Alvarez now steps in, 2 outs. Ooh, tough to lay off. And that'll be called strike one. I actually don't feel like I swung at that. Looking at the swing timing chart in the corner.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Alvarez drew a walk in his last AB, 54,000 in attendance here in London to see the Mets and the Phillies. Mets trying to sweep the Phillies, but they're running out of time. 1-2 count. Alvarez able to chop that one off. The winner of this game will be in first place in the NL East. And wait a minute. Alvarez puts a really good swing on this baseball. I don't think Rojas is going to be able to get that one. Deep center field, off the batter's eye and back into the field. Francisco Alvarez and these Mets have that clutch gene. They get it done when we need to. Right there, that is a big clutch solo shot for the Mets catcher. His 14th on the season. And the Mets have now tied this baseball game up 3 apiece. Look at this shot. Alvarez sending that one long gone. 427 to deep center field. Off the batter's eye. Mets back in this game. So we said it multiple times in this Mets franchise series. This Mets team is resilient and never out of a ball game. We've been down 6 and won games by 7 runs. You understand what I'm saying? We've been down in the 8th. We've been down in the 9th and won. And let's see if we can keep that trend going. Jeff McNeil now in an 0-2 count. Dominguez with the pitch. And he hits McNeil. McNeil's going to go ahead and move on down to first. And now Starlin Marte going to step in. 2 for 3 in today's game with a single and a double. Good pitch to hit right there. But Marte a little late on it. And that'll be the third out in the inning. But Francisco Alvarez comes through with the most clutch hit of the game. Tying the game. Mets all knotted up with Philly, 3 apiece.
Leading up for the Phillies, the designated hitter, Whit Merrifield.
All right, in comes Whit Merrifield. We still got Austin Adams in the game. Top of the lineup due up for Philadelphia. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that Brooks Raley is ready to go. I'll also warm up Adavino. We'll get our setup guys up and ready to go. Raley may come into this game if the Phillies lineup is able to get past Trey Turner. If Trey Turner gets on base at center, I'll bring up Raley. Swing and a miss. Good pitch right there from Austin Adams. And that's the first out. 3rd K of the day for Adams. And now Rojas steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 3 with a few Ks. With the Phillies fans cheering on here in London, it's an 0-2 count to Johan Rojas. That one's going to miss way out of the zone. All right, this one slapped the left. Nimmo giving chase. Woo, right at the wall. Makes the catch and retires the second out. Rojas knew he just missed one right there. All right, Trey Turner now stepping in. He's getting the MVP chance. He's also getting a foul ball and a strike one on the first pitch. That one swung on and missed. 0-2 to to Turner. Turner able to foul that one off. Three straight sliders to Turner. That one, he almost made us pay. Thankfully, it is foul. As we said, this will be the last guy that Austin Adams will face. As you can see, he's tired. But he's not tired enough to not get a strikeout there against Trey Turner. We won't see the burners for Turner on that one, but we're headed to the ninth inning as in a tie game. Mets due up.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 56. Pitcher.
All right, so Harrison Bader's going to step out the box because I'm going to go with a pinch hitter right here. We're going to bring in DJ Stewart. I probably shouldn't have done that because Bader is the speed. But you got to get on base to show your speed off. And so DJ Stewart, who has been pretty solid for us in a pinch hit role, steps in to face Spencer Turnbull. And he puts a good swing on the baseball right there, but Derek Hall able to reach out and catch that one before it goes down the line. Nice swing, but an even better catch right there by the first baseman. And that is the first out. Ronnie Mauricio now stepping in. A little early on that one, fouls it down the line. Mauricio, probably a better hitter from the left-handed side of the plate. 1-1 count. Matt Strahm and Nick Nelson getting it going in the bullpen. All right, so Schwarber, like he misjudged it, but he's still going to be there to make the catch. Second out. Instead, Brandon Nimmo. Just got a hit in his first AB, none since, 1 for 4. And there it is. There is what's going to be his most important hit of the day. It's going to be long gone, a no-doubt home run, stir the pot. The Mets do it again here, taking a late game lead. Brandon Nimmo with his 8th home run of the season, and he's hyped about it. You see a lot of these Phillies are upset. Turnbull apologizing to his catcher, but the damage is done. Nimmo with a clutch swing that puts the Mets up 4-3 late in this ball game. Look at the bench. They are hyped. Nimmo with one of his most clutch hits of the season, and it's going to give the Mets a late game. Look how he pimped that home run, though. That one was a high fly ball, 398. So let's go ahead and change what we have planned. We'll cancel Raley coming into the game. We'll sit him down, and we'll sit Ottavino down and warm up Diaz. Tyrone Taylor swings and misses through the slider. On second thought, we'll have Ottavino just in case, because I know Diaz pitched in the previous game. And there's a base hit the opposite way for Tyrone Taylor, his second hit of the game. And the Mets continue to add pressure here to the Phillies. Now Lindor's going to step in, batting from the left side. First pitch he sees is right down Broadway. I don't know how I missed that. Good swing timing. Either way, it's an 0-1 count to Lindor. Lindor's going to smash this one the opposite way. If it stays in the ballpark, it's going to be trouble, but it'll be even worse for the Phillies because Lindor has just hit another home run his 21st on the season. He's inching closer to Pete Alonso's home run lead. That one smacked out the ballpark and gone. The Mets now take a commanding 6-3 lead as Lindor puts that one out of here, bounces into the bleachers. Now Nick Nelson going to have to come into this game and try to shut the door on the Mets here, as this has been a good performance by the Mets here in the ninth. Pete Alonso now stepping up to the plate. He has an RBI single in this game. Nick Nelson with his second pitch of the ninth here, and this one slapped down the line, and that's going to stay fair. Castellanos going to have to throw this one to second pretty quickly to have a chance to get Alonso. But now Alonso is on second base with a sliding double. The Mets putting on a hitting clinic in the ninth inning. All right, here comes Alvarez now.
That's the ball.
That one low, 1-1 count.
That's ball two.
Ball misses low right there, 2-1 count. Alonso at second, Alvarez with a chance to extend an already impressive Mets lead right here. I didn't go on that one. That'll move the count to 3-1. So the Phillies really having some trouble getting out of the ninth. 3-1 count to Francisco Alvarez now. And he's going to draw his second walk of the game. He'll move on to first. There'll be a force now at third as well as second for the Phillies. But a big threat now coming up to the plate in Jeff McNeil. He has 2 singles on the day. Mets already with a 6-3 lead. 4 runs in this inning. Stott. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to get caught in the rundown here. We tried to go home with Pete. Real Muto using his legs. He's going to chase down Alonso right there to get the third out. And the Mets now up to 15 hits. 6 runs. 4 of them scored in the ninth inning. 1 on a solo shot from Brandon Nimmo. And then Francisco Lindor opens the floodgates as now the Mets lead 6-3. DJ Stewart is now in center field, but we're going to move him to right field. And we'll have Tyrone Taylor be our center fielder for the rest of the way. And coming out of the bullpen, looking to close this game and get his 15th save of the year is Edwin Diaz, 2-0 record, 1.52 ERA. You see the numbers versus right-handers and lefties. He's solid all around. Diaz had a lot of pitches in the previous game where the Mets had to take things into extras against Philadelphia. And let's see what he does here in the ninth against Kyle Schwarber. Foul ball on the first pitch, which was 100 miles per hour. That four-seam is fouled off for strike 1.
Ball 1.
2-seam fastball misses down low. And now a swing and a miss on Schwarber. 1-2 count. That one fouled off. The pitch to Schwarber. Misses down low. Very important AB here. I knew it. I knew it. That's why I said very important AB right here, because out of all the guys we're going to face right here in this inning, Schwarber is the guy that can put one into the bleachers on one mistake, and he does just that. So Diaz trying to get the out right there, leaves one in the zone, and Schwarber makes this a 6-4 ball game. Solo shot for Kyle Schwarber, his 10th on the season. That was a shot, no doubter. 405. It's become a home run fest here in the ninth inning. As Diaz, a little disappointed with himself, but the good thing is the Mets added those insurance runs on the Francisco Lindor home run. So it's still a 2-run game for the Mets. Nick Castellanos now stepping in. He's already 0 for 3 in the game. It's a 1-1 count. Count now 2-1. Now it's a 2-2 count. Good slider right there. Able to get Castellanos to foul it off down the line. 2-2 to the Phillies right fielder. Hits this one to short. Lindor makes the play and records the first out. That's a big out right there for the Mets. Real Muto now stepping into the box. He has a home run in this game. If I'm not mistaken, he also walked. That one looked like it touched more of the zone than it didn't. But it's called for a ball. There's another hitter we can't just sit here and make a mistake against. And we do. So Real Muto has decent speed. Now on base. And Derek Hall, the tying run, steps into the box. 0 for 2 on the day. Good pitch there by by Edwin Diaz. It's now an 0-2 count to Derek Hall. JT Real Muto is on first base. Oh, yes, that is a great call by the umpire. Listen, I'm not going to defend that, but there's nothing Hall can do with that pitch. That is a tough call right there for the Phillies. I am not complaining in the slightest, though. So a big strike 3 call. Is now Alec Bohm steps in. Another dangerous hitter in this Phillies lineup. Batting in the 8th spot today. He has a single as well as a base on balls. Quickly, Diaz has him down 2-0 in this count. And all of a sudden, the Phillies are down to their final strike. That one nowhere near the zone. Call for a ball. Count even at 2 as Diaz misses with another fastball. This one hit the shallow right. I think it's going to drop in. Runner going to go to third. And now it's runners at the corners for Philadelphia. Alec Bohm with a clutch 2-out single. And this game is not over as now the game-winning run will step to the plate. Edmundo Sosa going to come in from Alec Bohm at first. Here comes Bryson Stott, who's 0 for 3 on the day. I've definitely got to keep an eye on Sosa at first. Got to make him respect what we got going over there first. Sosa takes the lead, but Stott fouls one off. Here we are again. Phillies down to their final out and their final strike. The pitch. Ooh, tough one to lay off. Slider misses at the bottom of the zone. 1-2 count to Bryson Stott. Fouls off that 100-mile-per-hour four-seamer. Ball 2. We don't want to have another walk situation. Diaz with the 2-2. This one hit up the middle. And the Phillies are not going out without a fight. They are called the Fighting Phils for a reason. Now the Mets with a very, very, very tough decision to make right here. Do you pitch to Whit Merrifield, who is one of the top hitters as far as hits are concerned on this Phillies lineup? Or do you bring in Edwin Diaz? I'm gonna trust in Diaz. I'm not gonna bring in Adavino. 0-1 count to Merrifield. Count now 0-2. Diaz has given up 2 runs in this inning, but still has a chance to get a save. 2 runners on, 2 outs, 0-2 count.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh my goodness. Diaz has now hit Whit Merrifield. And now Johan Rojas gonna come into the game, and I can't risk it, y'all. I can't risk it, y'all. I cannot risk it, y'all. Adam Ottavino now in the game for the save. One pitch is all it took from Ottavino. One pitch. That's all it took. I don't know why Diaz had so much trouble in the ninth. Either way, we finally get out of the game, yo. Shout out to Oli Ramen Sounds. You pulled up at the right time. The Mets came back and got this victory. I don't know what's going on with Edwin Diaz, but I'm going to give him a few days off, and we'll see him back on the field sometime soon. But nonetheless, this game was a really good one. Mets trailed the majority of this game. Francisco Alvarez with a big home run. And the Mets went on to tie it in the ninth with this shot from Brandon Nimmo. Francisco Lindor gave us the win with a clutch 2-run shot. This was a really good game. If you're just missing it, make sure to check it out on @BYC Gaming on YouTube. We appreciate everybody that watched whether live or on the playback. I go by the name of Beisbol. Check us out @BYC_gaming on Twitch. Same on Instagram. TikTok @BYC.gaming. We out. We gone. Peace, love.